I'm Donna Gority, Chair of ArtsAltoona organization. Welcome to our second ArtsAltoona live production, live from Heritage Plaza in beautiful downtown Altoona. This is our second series in our ongoing interviews with the creative community in Altoona, Blair County, and our partners and supporters for ArtsAltoona. With us today, I have Mark Ickes, who is the Executive Director of Explore Altoona. And I know that Explore Altoona is called a destination marketing organization. They used to be called Convention and Visitors Bureaus, but made that change a number of years ago. So what exactly is a destination marketing organization, and why should ArtsAltoona and folks care about it?
Well, first of all, Donna, it's great to be here with you today. Explore Altoona is always pleased to partner with any of the experiences within the county itself. The Convention and Visitors Bureau has gone through a major transformation in terms of marketing the visitor experience, and really to market the destination for travel really is our sole purpose and our core mission.
Okay, wonderful. And I believe tourism is still the #2 industry in the county. I know it was when I served as a county commissioner. So how important is tourism to our economy?
Actually, tourism is supported by 2,600 different related jobs, dependent to some extent on visitor spending across the county. So that's an extremely contributing factor to the employment picture. Blair County's benefited from about a 30% increase in travel spending over the past 6 years, which is extremely significant. Blair County benefits from about $325 million annually on travel spending. So
wonderful.
Great contributing factor.
It's a very important segment in our community. I happened to serve on the board of Explore Altoona when I was a county commissioner, and one of the things that we did that I served on a committee for was branding. And we went from the old name, Allegheny Mountains Convention and Visitors Bureau, some people still remember that name, and rebranded as Explore Altoona. Now, that seems a little bit odd that you have Altoona in your name. We have Altoona in ArtsAltoona and Altoona Renaissance Team, when we both intend to serve the county. You specifically are a county designated agency. So explain a little bit about that process and why Altoona and how we all intend that it not disenfranchise people from other parts of the county.
Absolutely. When we explain that, Donna, we actually think and kind of encourage people to think about how they travel as a visitor to a destination. So when you go somewhere, you think of maybe the major metro city within that particular destination. You were certainly part of our ad hoc branding committee, and we constructed that from 11 different individuals across the county. We felt the collaborative need and kind of desire to actually incorporate the entire county into the process itself. Now, one of the current trends within best practices within destination marketing really is to look at an action word followed by the name of the destination. A lot of convention and visitors bureaus have gone with Visit Pittsburgh. Another prevalent one has been Experience Columbus or Discover Lehigh Valley. So it's very clear and direct from a marketing standpoint what we encourage the targeted audience to do and then where actually we're located. As you may remember from the Allegheny Mountains standpoint, within the creative agency that was chosen out of the request for proposals, we really looked at the Blair County business community and looked at within the day and age of web research. When you researched Allegheny Mountains, you could get anything from the New York state line down into the far reaches of West Virginia and Tennessee. So that was something that we felt very strongly we needed to more closely address our responsibility, if you will, to Blair County's business community, recognizing that Altoona is the standard metropolitan statistical area, and certainly from a sense of place, the Altoona name is very unique, and when people travel, we really don't want them to see county borders anyhow, to be quite frank. It's all about the experience itself.
Right.
One attribute of that, someone shared a story with me after our branding project in which they had mentioned that there was a branding session that the National Park Service was involved with, and they actually asked an audience of about 100 people, how many of you have ever been to Adams County, Pennsylvania? Very few people raised their hands, and then in the next question they asked, how many of you have been to Gettysburg? And practically the entire room raised their hands. Their point being that the average person didn't even really recognize the name of the county
they're in.
Correct.
Right, very good. And I know that part of that is also the action word. And I know I personally advocated for and really like the term explore, because yes, your organization is about bringing people in from the outside, but I really like explore because also the locals can still explore. That people will be learning from your website, your calendar, and all the wonderful things you put on Facebook and so forth. There are things that locals have not been to or haven't been to since they were in 3rd or 4th grade and went to Baker Mansion or went to Fort Roberdeau. 2 wonderful assets we have that have changed remarkable since those people were in 3rd and 4th grades. So I really like the word explore because it encourages the local population just as much as it does for people to come in from the outside and explore.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because I share that story with a lot of people when I'm talking about our branding process, and you were a very strong advocate for the word explore. And I agree wholeheartedly. I think being in this industry for 16 years, I think no matter where a person lives, they always take for granted that which they live closest to. And even though the targeted primary audience for our investment in marketing is outside overnight visitors, we certainly want to include a secondary audience of local citizenry within the county to kind of have an appreciation for not only what the experience in Blair County is, but also, as you mentioned within your first question, how important visitor spending is to the county and how important it is for every county resident to kind of take on the informal role of being an ambassador for the county and kind of rolling out the red carpet, whether we're entertaining or greeting friends and family who may be visiting our home, or whether we're greeting business clients and people coming to many of the attractions and experiences throughout the county. It's all about exuding that welcoming attitude and that hospitality level that Blair County is very well known for. Absolutely.
Right. I know you are somewhat unique in that you grew up here in Blair County in the Tyrone area, and then you were away for much of your education and early career, and now you've come back as our Explore Altoona Executive Director. And I know that that is a target population, a niche that Altoona Blair County is trying to develop with their First Frontier campaign and with trying to tell people, come home. There's a lot here to do, a lot here to get engaged in, and I know that you view ABCD as strong partners as well. So how can you tell others who have been away, support coming home and being part of this community, being rooted back here in our community?
Well, I kind of am a very unique situation, Donna, as you will recognize. After graduating from college, I left the area for 29 years and cultivated, a professional level of experience and got married, and my wife and I raised our family in Somerset County. But I've had a professional opportunity which has been an excellent opportunity, and one which I've exuded a lot of great pride, not only in my family's history. My grandmother was a seamstress here on 11th Avenue. And raised 3 sons as a single parent during the age of the Depression. My great-grandfather was an engineer on the railroad with Pennsylvania Railroad, so Altoona and Blair County is my home. I think the sense of place and the quality of life is just not able to be replicated elsewhere. We are very fortunate in this community to have a certain level of progress in this business community that I was very in tune to while I was gone those 29 years, because as you remember, my children came to visit their grandparents in Tyrone, and who doesn't have a great time when they visit their grandparents? But my parents always showed them a great time, and we went around to different attractions, and I saw the area through the eyes of my kids, and actually through the eyes of a visitor, therefore, in addition to being a native. I would encourage individuals who are located elsewhere to really look at the quality of life in this region, the level of educational systems, the public schools, the private schools, our health systems, the business community, which is thriving and has really benefited from a lot of progress over the past 20 to 25 years. I think Interstate 99, as I attested to when I came here in 2010, has made a great deal of difference to the region itself. I think we are surrounded by so many different assets that Explore Altoona has recognized through our branding process that you were very actively involved with. And one of the things within the surveys of 600 visitors that we surveyed during the course of that project was the fact of the variety of what Blair County has to offer. And unanimously among the many travel writers we've been hosting over the past 5 years, they're very impressed with the fact of the number of experiences, the number of individuals who contribute to those experiences within this community. And I think to hear someone from the outside continuously share that with us, whether it be travel writers or hotel business consultants or marketing consultants that we have utilized within our services, when you have someone as a third party coming in and kind of witnessing that, it really kind of resonates.
Validating
that.
right.
Absolutely.
Right. And the variety and the affordability of the many things here and so forth, and certainly within the arts community. I mean, we have at the Altoona Symphony Orchestra, founded in 1928. You just posted on your Facebook because they have a live concert tomorrow, and again at the Day on the Arts, is the longest continually operating community orchestra in the country. How phenomenal is that? And here in Altoona, people don't even realize it. We have a phenomenal Mishler Theater, which hosts many, many arts organizations, productions. Altoona Community Theater is stellar. The Allegheny Ballet Company, Blair Concert Chorale, the Southern Alleghenies Museum of Arts, just right within 2 or 3 blocks of where we're sitting right now, are marvelous assets, along with 2 family-friendly amusement parks and Fort Roberdeau, the only reconstruction of a Revolutionary War era fort in this area. Baker Mansion, a key history focus as well. So we have many, many things going on in this area. I know Explore Altoona was a supporter of our ArtsAltoona very early on, with some funding to work on our website development and getting us started in the early days. Why do you support other nonprofit organizations in their marketing efforts, and how does that all play into what you're about?
Well, as I mentioned earlier,
and we're very thankful for that support, by the way. Thank you.
Well, we're very pleased to collaborate with ArtsAltoona, absolutely. I think in terms of partnership, I think something that was unanimous in our branding project and really continues to drive the marketing of our visitor experience here in Blair County is really the wealth of the variety of what the experience is here in Blair County. The arts and cultural component of that is one that we see as having great potential moving into the future. Altoona Blair County Development Corporation and the Greater Altoona Economic Development Corporation have done a great job of talking about the potential that downtown Altoona specifically holds within the EDS and the MEDS, meaning the educational component of Penn State Altoona's presence here and the medical community's presence with Altoona Regional Health System being acquired by UPMC. We have always talked very strongly that in addition to the EDS and the MEDS, there's a certain amount of cultural hub of this county's cultural community that really is housed within downtown Altoona. And we have embraced the communities across the county to include them in all of our marketing, from Tyrone to Morrison's Cove, from Williamsburg to Bellwood, Roaring Spring, Hollidaysburg, and all of those experiences. But I think the arts and cultural scene in downtown Altoona holds a wealth of potential, and you've hit the nail on the head with one of those in being the Altoona Symphony. And that being the oldest continuously operating orchestra in the country is just phenomenal for the size of our market and our destination.
Absolutely.
That's one thing that travel writers continue to be very interested in. What is unique about your area? What is your niche? What is the brand that would bring people here? And that being a trivia that is extremely interesting, certainly it exudes a lot of interest from travel writers, for sure.
Right. I know that Explore Altoona has supported several of our communities in Main Street Manager type programs, and it's our hope that we would be able to use that model working with the City of Altoona to create a creative district manager and a designated creative district. Why do you think those sorts of projects are important to the communities of Blair County?
Well, once again, I usually encourage people to think about how they travel. When they go to a destination, whether it be for business or leisure, what are they looking for? And I think that the core commercial districts or the core cultural districts, the main streets, if you will, are a very important component of any travel that any of us go on a family weekend getaway or a business trip. And that walkable downtown is very important to the visitor experience. And to the benevolence and the recognition of Explore Altoona's Board of Directors, we actually offer each one of the boroughs within the county and the city of Altoona a membership of the Pennsylvania Downtown 7. And that is the only statewide nonprofit association that works on the core commercial district development of towns across the state. As you well recognize as a former county commissioner, that's very important to the development of all of our communities. And I think that that is indicative of our board's recognition and their endorsement that those main streets are a very important part of what the visitor experience exudes. And I think with downtown Altoona, certainly with the different attractions and experiences that it has here, holds great potential. And certainly as the creative and cultural district is formed by ArtsAltoona and your affiliated organization, the potential is just phenomenal.
Well, as we're getting ready to wrap up here, I want to give you a chance to talk about your website and what people will find there and why they should like and follow your Facebook page as well.
Absolutely. We cover the entire variety of what Blair County's visitor experience is. We have Facebook followers that are following different events and different cultural experiences, different outdoor recreational experiences as well. Our website, as any destination marketing organization's is one of those that's a one-stop shop. Lodging, dining, shopping, all of the reasons that people come to a destination for and what they may be looking for. Meeting and event venues, community resources, anything of that nature. So certainly that is a very viable part of our fully integrated marketing program, as our social media platforms are very crucial as well. As you well recognize and as ArtsAltoona recognizes with your YouTube production, certainly those social media platforms are crucial to getting that word out and communicating for sure.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much for participating with us today, and thank you all for watching this. This is available on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to ArtsAltoona on YouTube. Also, like us and follow us on ArtsAltoona Facebook page, our other social media, and sign up for our newsletter. You'll be hearing from us again frequently. Thank you very much.